Hey, chat. Oh wow. Oh wowee, am I running behind? 11 minutes in? Oof. God, I'm so fucking cold. How are you, chat? Hope we're all doing okay. I hope we're all doing okay. I'm cold and very cold and quite tired. I had a concert Friday, came back on the Saturday. It was a fucking it was interesting. The night before we left, so the Thursday night, literally as I was about to go to bed, me and my mate got emails saying, your train's been cancelled. Bear in mind, it was an early train. So I ran out of bed, tried to get hold of them, and we had to book a different train. That ended up going fine. We got up there later than we were going to, but it still worked out okay. We still had plenty of time. But on our way back, the next day, because we had to book a different train, we had to check out of the hotel at a certain time, so we had to wait around 2 hours at the train station for our train, and then when we did, it got cancelled. It would get us to like a few stops away, so it was like it was gonna be about a 3.5 hour train to where we needed to get to, and then it took us the train went an hour, got us to a certain stop, and then got cancelled from that point on. So we were just kind of stranded, and we had to wait for a different train to come, and so we had to swap trains basically. So basically, what should have been like a 4-hour trip turned into like a at least 5-hour train travel back. So that was long. That was long, but it was a good time. It was a fucking amazing night. I had a great time. And then I was busy on the Sunday. Went out the whole day. And then this morning I had my nails done. My sister is a nail technician, and because I've got another concert this Sunday coming, I had my nails done for it. And my nephew came over because he's not in nursery or anything yet. So I think he's like 1. I think he's turning 2 this year. So that was fun. That was a bit chaotic. Trying to do nails around a 1-year-old who just wants his mum's attention is a fun time, and we had a lot of time wrangling him. But no, so I've had my nails done. It's been a very busy past few days. But hello Fizz, I hope you're doing well. Hello Seely, I hope you're doing well. But I think my body's still catching up a bit from because I was kind of doing nothing before, and then all of a sudden I've done all this travelling and been away from home and have come back, and I think my body's still catching up. I actually can't be bothered with today. I just kind of want to sit and just watch a series and just do nothing else with my life. Anyway, it's not going to be an overly long stream today, I don't think. And because of that, I decided, oh, we'll do a HereAfter stream. And I was either going to do an Alexander stream where we can just do some painting. Or we can do a Zane stream where we're resource collecting to finish orders for the shop. And I decided on Zane because I don't think I have the brain capacity to think of paintings at the moment. So we're gonna do this. Oh, I've also got editing to do after this. I don't wanna. I might have to put my coat on. I'm shivering. I'm so fucking cold. The only problem is that I think a coat would be... Every time I move, my mic would definitely pick up sounds from my coat. 100%. I could layer shirts. Do I have any shirts I could layer? Hold on, let me have a look. Hello, thief. Oh shit, that is the wrong way. I can put this on, maybe. Maybe I could put this sweater on under my hoodie. It's going cold. That's how it's going. Will this comfortably go over this? Is the question. I nearly threw myself in it. I went to post on my TikTok that I was live, as I do every time I go live. And I was on the correct account, and I know I was on the correct account because I responded to a comment on one of my posts on my account before I published on the story. But for some reason, when I published the story, I was on my personal account, where all my friends follow me. So I have never deleted a thing so fast in my goddamn life. It was literally up for a few seconds before I noticed, but I've Oh, for fuck's sake. How long have I been muted for? It's not my day! Where's my beanie? I love you till the day that I die. acquired. Beanie acquired. Oh, for fuck's sake, my blankets now. Getting caught up in the wheels. I think I need a nap. I think a nap's what I need. You have 2 important messages, yeah? Oh yeah, I finally got my alerts back up and working. The Streamlabs thing about my PNGs and my Ko-Fi. They haven't been working for ages. I've been meaning to get them working again, and I actually did it before stream. I did something productive today. Begging to... You want me to read Cat Warriors? Oh boy. Remind me to hide. The UK will not be a safe place while you're here. Oh yeah, exciting news. I don't think I said it because when I did it, it was Thursday and I haven't streamed since last Wednesday. Remember when I said I had an important thing, an important test on Thursday? And that's why I had to be kicked off at a certain time on Wednesday from Oopsal. Guess who went and passed their driving test? Me. I can drive. So to all of you on the roads, be unsafe. Feel unsafe. If you feel unsafe, you should do. You should. Now I just got to find a car, which is actually I've found is harder to find a car than it is to pass the test. Now, saying that, I did nearly fail it, but I argued my way out of it, so it's fine. Don't do that. I don't suggest doing that. Listen. He considered failing me on something, and my... Now, I struggle with my anger management anyway, and I was like, just gotta stay calm. I just gotta stay calm. And then he was iffing and butting whether he was gonna fail me or not. And I was like, oh, you know what? Fuck being nice to this dude. So, I was biting my tongue up until that point. Okay. Basically, to explain this in the simplest way I can, there was a double mini roundabout. I was coming up to it, and I was going first exit off to the left. When I approached, I could see, just off to the left, the turning I was going to take, there was a bus stopped at a bus stop, as they do, and behind that bus was a car. And if I had gone, I would have been, 1, blocking a public crossing, like a crossing, and 2, there's a chance to keep a safe distance from the car in front of me. I would have been slightly on the... I would have slightly still been on the roundabout, not moving, which you're not meant to do. On a roundabout, you're meant to be constantly moving. You're not meant to stop on a roundabout. So I made the decision, I'm just going to wait. Because when I pulled up, the bus was already stopped. I was like, it's only a matter of time before it moves off. I'm going to be patient. And I'm not going to go unsafely close to the car there. And there's no chance of me being stopped on the roundabout, blocking other people. So I waited. A car pulled up behind me. No more than 3 seconds that car was behind me. It beeped at me. And then I was like, in my mind, I was like, well, fuck you, for one. Like, don't beep at learners unless it's absolutely necessary, especially because you're being impatient. And then, right after he beeped, the bus moved, so then I went. And then the guy, we carried on as normal. I just completely ignored the person beeping behind me. I don't really care if you beep at me. Like, I am the most unbothered. Like, the person who is doing the test, the examiner, he even said at the end, he went, when the car beeped at you, he went, I could see that you weren't going to do anything, you weren't moving. And I was like, no, why would I move? He beeped at me. Just because someone beeps at you, you don't immediately go, oh, I'm so sorry, and you move. Because what if you put yourself in a more dangerous position? I was like, no, because I believe I was in the right. Why the fuck would I move? And the guy was saying, like, oh, I was going to give you a serious for that. And I was like, well, that would be a bit silly, wouldn't it? And I was like, I didn't do anything wrong technically on the road. I didn't break any of the rules, nothing. He was like, well, no. He was like, I personally would have moved just so I wasn't annoying the car behind me. I went, that's not my business. I went, the car behind me can get annoyed all they want. That's not my problem. If they're impatient and that's annoying them, that's not my problem. I was like, as long as I'm being safe, they can be as impatient as they fucking like. That's their business. And when they go crash, that's also their business. It's not mine. Thank you. You with me on this? Thank you. So I was just gonna wait there. And I was like, if I had gone and I had stopped a safe distance from the car in front and I was sticking out onto the roundabout and then another car came and I was in their way because I was stopped on the roundabout, I said I would have been in their way. I would have been then obstructing them. And he went, who were you obstructing? No, there was no one else there. I went, anybody could have come. I was like, at that moment in time, yes, there was no one else approaching the roundabouts. But the same way that car pulled up behind me, any other car could have come from any of the other directions while I was sat there waiting. Just because there was no one there at that moment in time doesn't mean no one could have come. And I was like, I'm going to argue this. And then, yeah. I was just gonna, to be honest, I went into it, I was just like, look, just don't argue with the driving instructor. I was there like, whatever you do. And that's why he came to the conclusion. He said, all right, well, I'm going to give you a minor for that one. He was like, because clearly there was logic behind why you did it. And he went, I can understand your way of thinking and why you've done it. And he literally said to me, he said, I can understand why you did it then. Like, I can understand why you did it. I can understand your logic and your thought behind it. He's like, so I'm not going to fail you. He was like, I'm not going to fail you. He's like, I'd rather give you a minor and scold you for it. Those were his exact words. He said, I'd rather just scold you for it and then pass you. And I was like, you can scold me all you like. You can try. I was like, you can try. I was like, that's not a smart idea, but sure. But no. I passed. That's all I cared about. After that, after I argued my point, I was just, from that point on, I don't think I remember a single thing he said. He kind of lost all respect from me at that point. Like, after that point, I just lost all respect for him. So, everything he said that, I just kept saying, yeah, and just nodding to everything he was saying. Like, at the end, when they do that debrief, where they tell you your minors, how you got them, what you should have done. I was just nodding. I was just like, okay, alright. I just find it funny, because when he was explaining, like, I only got 4 minors. Okay, buddy, yeah. And one of the things, I also don't think I was in the wrong, but like, I don't care. But like, that one with the roundabout, that was the main thing. And he was nothing he said, at no point did he say, like that was causing danger to other people, or that were, you know, against the rules of the road. It was all, the way he was explaining it was all very much, I would have done this, I would have done that. And I was like, but that's your opinion? I was like, that's not, I was like, you shouldn't consider giving a serious fault to someone and immediately failing someone over something that is your opinion and is not your rule of, and is not a rule of the road. Because people have different opinions, and I find that stupid about, that's the one thing about driving tests that I find really stupid, is depending on what driving examiner you get will determine whether you get a fault for certain things. Like, I got a fault for something with him that if it was a different driving instructor, I may have not got a fault for. It's really weird. So much of it is based on opinion and the way they drive, and they're like, I would have done it this way. It's like, okay, but did I do it wrong though? They're like, no, but I would have done it this way. I'm like, right, so you know, that's your opinion. But either way, I passed, so I don't care. See, this is, take in mind, this is also coming from a person who double dosed on my anxiety meds before I went into this. So so I feel you. I completely feel you. But I can argue for you. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the difference. I can get really anxious, and that can affect the way I do things. But when I'm definitely someone, and it's not so much, I mean, I know it's my it's me having problems with my anger, but it's also a sense of I can manage it to a certain extent. Like, when I was younger, I couldn't fucking manage my anger at all. As I've got older, I've learned to manage it and deal with it better. But I still have outbursts, but now it's more a sense of, like, I manage it now to the point where I don't really get angry at people in person. That's called growing up. No. I get angry now behind the scenes. So I can kind of manage it when I'm around people, but I also, I can only manage it to a certain extent, so I'm very blunt with people, and I will say things to people that they don't like, and it gets me in trouble a lot. But I also don't believe in, like, if people don't respect me, I won't respect them, like, in any way, shape, or form. And that's why I clash with a lot of people, because if you say something to me and I find it disrespectful, I will reciprocate that completely. I will just fully reciprocate it, and I don't really care. To be fair, I have talked about it before. There are times when, like, I'll be streaming and I have to, like, I mute or I take a break because I'm like, I get really frustrated and angry at certain things in the game, or like at certain people I'm playing with, and I take a short break where I just mute and I just rant. Fair, that's fair. But you know, I talk about it all the time. Again, I'm not ashamed of it. I have Discord notifications. Probably. Yep. Ji-young's live. Sorry. I'm distracted now. What is Ji-young doing? Ah, yeah. Sorry, I wanted to see what he was talking about. I think he's practicing Japanese. Anyway. Oh, 40 minutes in, haven't even got on the game yet. Oh, good lord. That's how today's going. Ji-young, he's part of a K-pop group. It's actually the K-pop group I saw the other day. I went and saw them on Friday. He's a member of P1 Harmony, and he's just gone live, and I was wondering what he is doing. Not my style of music. Fair. That's fine. That's fair. But yeah, no. Seeley, I'm sure, you know, if you want me in your driving test to argue your points for you, I'm sure we could arrange that. The written test. Oh, is that you on about the the theory? So, is it like it'd be like multiple choice questions and that about rules of the road and such, and so like in the UK, or at least when I did it, the way it worked for me was I had a time slot. I don't even remember what time mine was. I think it was 3 p.m. You failed by one question. Oh, you should be sweet then. But the way mine worked is I had it booked for 3 p.m. You had to turn up like 15 minutes before your allotted time. I went in there. I said who I was, gave him my driving license. I put my stuff in a locker, and I just went straight in. Bumper stickers? I didn't have a question about bumper stickers. That is weird. Oh, did I leave the stuff at home? I might have left all my... I might have left the thing sack there. Is the actual, like, test room loud? Because it shouldn't be. What the hell? Nah, that's weird. I mean, here it's a quiet building anyway, like really quiet. And you turn up 15 minutes before your allotted time slot, and you literally walk straight up, and it's no one else in there. And then you get let into a room full of computers, and all the computers are boarded, like have a board between them, so you're in your own little like kind of cubby. And you have the option of having headphones, so it will read out the questions to you and all the answers and such. So it's read out to you, and I think I was in and out of there in about I think I was out of there by like 20 past, if that. I definitely think it's a thing of if you can go in there and get past the initial waiting and it being loud type of thing, then you should pass it no problem. It would just be that initial... It's just that initial thing that's getting to you. The problem is it's not a cheap thing to do either. Like, people complain all the time that young people aren't doing certain things, but it's like, yeah, because I have to take out a mortgage to fucking do it. Like, just my practical test was, like, it ended up being like 170 odd quid. Because I had to pay 100 quid to actually get my driving instructor's car to use it. And then it was 60 quid for the test. And the earliest test I could get, and bear in mind I booked it last year, was June of this year. And so I had to pay like 11 quid for an app that would like show me cancellations so I could get one earlier, which luckily I did end up doing. But so if I hadn't passed it that time, I would have had to spend like another 160 quid to do it. It's a lot of money, and that's not like even taking into consideration how much money you have to spend on actually doing the lessons, and it's also not taking into account the amount of money you're spending on like doing your theory and such. That's a lot of experience. Yeah, it's not very, they don't make it very accessible to people to do. Just go around slapping people. Okay, well maybe don't take Thief's advice. At least all the arguing I do is in words, not physical altercation. Oh. I haven't got into a physical altercation in a long time. Yeah, probably. That's the problem nowadays. You can't go around hitting people anymore. It's all assault. Ah, miss the good old days. I don't know enough about history to know when the good old days was, but sure it was before I was born. My dad would probably know. Oh, well, don't do that. Heck, Saf would probably know when the good old days was. Let's not tell Saf I said that. Oh God, Seeley. You know what? No, I'm gonna double down. I know what I said. If you do something with confidence, then you're not doing anything wrong. Listen, people always say if you're gonna do it wrong confidently, and people won't know you've done wrong. So it's okay. Well, I more meant like, it's like how, I don't know if anybody's ever done like dance or performing arts or something, but they normally say if you've done it wrong, don't freeze and make it obvious you've done it wrong. If you do it with confidence, the audience ain't gonna know. It's like when I was in London the other day, me and my friend, we got off a tube and we were trying to find a different tube, our next tube, to get where we needed to be, and we didn't know where we were going, so we looked up these stairs and we were like, oh, it might be up these stairs. If not, we can just loop back round and it'll be fine. And there was this group of girls who also seemed confused on where they were going, and we so confidently walked up these stairs, which actually led us to in a big circle, that those girls followed us as well because we did it so confidently that they thought we knew where we were going. And in the end we took them in a big circle with us. See, if you do it confidently... Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm not going down again. Actually, yes I will. Okay, go get breakfast and then come back and tell us what you got. Yeah, normally if you just, even if you don't know where you're going, if you act like you look, if you make yourself look like you know where you're going, people will just start following you. It's the same way you can start a queue basically anywhere for anything. Like, if you just stood somewhere and started standing there and got like a couple friends of yours to stand behind you as if you're queuing, most likely people will just join the queue. Like, they will just join the queue and not know what they're queuing for and not know that they're queuing for nothing. People will just follow suit if they see someone doing something. What the fuck? Oh! You would do that one time? What, just start queuing for nothing? And see how many people join you? Oh shit. Mate, that... If I ever made it big enough that people were queuing for something to do with me, that would be it, I've peaked. Oh, shit. Oops, wrong thing. Oh, oh, oh. I wonder if we're gonna get Cass popping in today. I don't know. I can't remember. No, I don't think so. Is that a compliment or an insult? For my white tea. I some my tea for my white tea. It's kind of funny. Oh, you got called out by your mum. I'm proud of you, Celia. I'm proud of you. That's such a mood. To be fair, my father brought me over when I got back the other day. Because I normally meet up with him on a Saturday morning to go for a walk. But obviously because I was still in London Saturday morning, we met up Sunday instead. And he brought me a donut because his girlfriend had bought a bunch of donuts and they weren't going to eat them all. So he brought me a donut over, and I saw it this morning in the fridge at like 9 AM and I went, oh, do I? And I had to talk myself out of it and went, no, have toast. I was like, have toast and a healthy yogurt, and then we can talk about donut later. And that donut is currently sat behind me. Thief, you did not just call yourself a twink. That is the best thing. I don't even know what we're on about anymore. Something about Thief calling himself a twink is really funny to me. Oh, we weren't even on about weight, but just that is really funny. Get it, Thief, I guess. Why is there a waystone in here? Oh, I wish I could say I was a twink. Like, I'm short, but that's about all I got going for me in the world of twinks. Yeah, Thief? Okay, buddy. Right, okay. What the fuck's going on here then? Let's take a chance. How far are we from? This is... So why did they paste one over here then? That's quite... Oh, well I guess if you're not me, it is quite a way to get back. I just realised that I can just kind of scale walls and jump across large distances. I guess if you can't do that, I can imagine how that would be quite a distance to get back from, actually. I have no idea. I've kind of lost track of what Thief is on about. Spider Boy. Honestly, yeah, Zane is just at this point a descendant of Spider-Man. And I forget that not everybody else is. No, what I'm saying is Zane's a descendant of Spider-Man, but he's just Spider-Boy. Hey, Zane doesn't know who his parents are. His dad could be Spider-Man. We don't... Who am I to assume? I say that as the guy who made him, but you know, who created this little being. Hello. But hey, who am I to assume? Zane Spider Boy, real not fake. Oh my. Oh my goodness, have we found Zane's origins? Have we figured it out? Zane conspiracy theory? Oh, before we know it, Zane's gonna be a topic on game theory. A Zane theory. Perfect. Perfect. I need someone to draw Zane being all cute and him saying it's just a Zane theory. That was fucking close. Do you mind? I need someone to draw either that of Zane saying it and looking all cute, or like a comic of Zane saying something and then say, but that's just a theory, a Zane theory. And Atlas just like, yeah, bud. Oh, you know for sure Zane's favourite Avengers superhero is Spider-Man. You just know. You know for sure. You know what? I may have to do that one day. I may have to do that. Zane's gonna make Spider-Man canon in Hereafter. Oh, that's not fair. Come on. Back up we come. Yeah, peekaboo. That gas really was just... Shot, missed twice and went, nah, done with this. Hello? Hello? Oh, what time is it? 3:19. That makes sense as to why I can hear school kids then. Yep, they just got kicked out of school. That makes sense. Annoying bastards. Interrupting. Oh shit. You want Atlas as Iron Man? Let's see, who have we got? We got, let's see, Hulk. Who could be Hulk? Who gets angry quite? I mean, I feel like... True! Atlas is the rich, non-magical one. Oh, that's so true. That's so true. Oh, that's so funny. Transient is Doctor Strange. Yeah, that's a good one. Seely's... Yeah. Seely's got... Yeah. Transient is Thief. That's a good one. Transient is Doctor Strange. Who else is there? There's Captain America, Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Widow? You want Alexander as Wolverine? Hold on. I want to hear your thinking behind that. That our Avengers. I thought we were doing Avengers. Are we not doing Avengers? Who are we doing? Oh, just Marvel Universe. Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay, no, I want to hear your thinking behind Alexander as Wolverine. Go on, Thief. I'm intrigued. Go for dark and grim. Oh, yay. Fair. Fair, I guess. Fair. Can't argue with it, I guess. Okay, if we're doing Ooh, another one. Fucking has loads of them. Run, yeah, you gotta run. So much. He doesn't trust. That is true. Yeah. That's different. I beg your finest pardon. Alright, I'll take Wolverine as Alexander. Oh, I love his song. Oh. Stay in the dark. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things. It'd be easier if I had a list of names in front of me. There's not as many players and characters on HereAfter as people think there are, so it's hard to... Alrighty, Seely. Good luck on working on stuff. Thanks for joining stream and having a good chat. Plans for next weekend? Well, I'm back up. I'm travelling back up to London on the Sunday because I've got another concert. But Saturday, just gonna mainly be just chilling, and I got a pack. I don't know where Casper is. Probably doing life stuff, to be fair. Probably just busy. Which isn't acceptable, really. Cass should be here no matter what. get back up there? Why is there a wall of... Oh, look, a convenient bridge. How did I leave one forest into another? What the hell? What song would you like, Thief? It's in the queue. Yeah, that film will do that to you. Yeah, they had to cause us trauma somehow. Oh. Ah! I'm seeing these guys on Sunday. As the cat's currently asleep next to me on the bed, where she has been asleep for the past few hours. She's loving life. Oh. Margaritas. Ah. Ah. So high up in the clouds, we're in the clouds now. Away, I'm trying to be your one and only. Call me, whenever you're feeling lonely. And fiesta. Honey, move to the rhythm. Your feet to the rhythm. Yeah, Kitty's happy. Kitty happy. Don't know how that fucking happened. I call her Kitty. That's what stream calls Kitty. That's Kitty's streaming name. Kitty got jealous that I have a streaming name and she doesn't, so she got a streaming name, and streaming name was pronounced Kitty. To a bastard. No, I haven't. No, I haven't though. Oh, maybe it's on the other side of the wall. I prefer to not say Kitty's name on stream. For fuck's sake. Did you think my real name was Zane? Or it could, maybe. It could be my real name, but you know what? You know what's real funny is that you'll never know. It could be my real name. It might not be my real name. It might be my real name. It might be my real name. And I'm neither going to confirm nor deny whether it's my real name or not. It's not weird. I just find it funny now. Oh my god. I just call you Thief. I'm happy with calling you Thief. No one knows my real name. Or what my real name is. Technically it could be Zane or Zan. It could be anyone. It might be Alexander. No one knows. Not even Saf and that, no. Well, yeah, that's the way I think about it. I'm anonymous for a reason. So, my personal name is for my family to know, my friends to know. And as much as I love everyone who I'm friends with on here, they're not, you know, they're not part of my personal life. know, hopefully one day I'll meet a lot of the people I know on here, and they will be part of my personal life, and then obviously they'll know what my name is, and they'll know what I look like. But until then, it's very much a personal thing. But no, my streaming life and my personal life are two very... I keep them as two very separate things. Like, my personal life, my friends don't know I stream. And... my streaming life, no one knows anything about me. And I prefer it that way. Because it's just easier to keep it separate. Because then this is just kind of... anything that happens in my personal life, any stresses or anything that goes wrong, stays in my personal life. And as soon as... oh my god. As soon as I go live, I'm not that person anymore. I'm not the person that had a shit day. I'm Zane, the Minecraft and random games every now and then streamer. You know? And Zane's a different person. Only one college of you know who, and no one knows. Oh. Yeah, colleague is co-worker, yeah. No one I stream with knows anything about me. Yeah. Yep, they were the only one and they ruined that chance, so... oh. But yeah, not gonna get into that, we're just gonna keep mining. Keep mining. Oh, Kitty, you look so comfy. Kitty is zonked out, as if she's been doing any hard work. Where the fuck am I? Is that the ceiling? Am I high up? Oh, I am. Oh, and of course I opened this up right above a fucking... Oh, I'm gonna stay up here. That's if Casper might not make it before I finish. Wowee. That is a long time. Sometimes I forget I've been streaming for as long as I have. Ah. Oh, look at him. you were here. I wish you were here. Let's go. Whoa, what happened there? Show you right now. See, down, bounce, chicken. If you wanna know how, I can show you. Slow it down, make it Because breaking quartz gives you levels. Oh, I see. It's also why I'm breaking so many blocks, but my pickaxe ain't breaking. Because it's got mending, so as I break quartz, it also heals it. Right, I reckon we'll start heading back. Where is back? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I'm so far away. can see the route on my mini map where I took before. Oh, Blackstone's really annoying to get through. Ah, good we found quartz. I needed to heal my pickaxe anyway. Ugh. Oh shit. My roommate's home. I mean, I'm not the right person to ask because I just keep collecting. I mean, my answer is you can never have too many, but some people would disagree. Hello? Bye bye, kitty. I'm going to go see roommate. Probably hoping that they'll feed you. Yeah, pretty much. Cat goes wherever there's higher chance of getting given food. What is it? What's up? Are you really going to tell me you can't open the door? Oh. Yeah. Have fun eating food. Hopefully we'll see you next time. that money maker. Oof. Gotta work. Gotta make that money maker. And if I don't trying to make it burn. Gotta work. Stay. Gotta make that money maker. There we go. That was my I'm Still Alive stream. Oh. Sorry, I was looking at something. Oh. So much for... Ow, my back. So much for a short stream, eh? Pretty much 3 hours later. Anyway, I'm gonna end stream now. I'm gonna go chill and do nothing for the rest of the day. Right. I'm going to bed. Not head to bed. I'm not going to head to bed. I'm getting a stream. So, thank you for coming to today's stream. Hope you stuck around for the entire stream, or just a short part of it. I greatly appreciate you turning up either way. And I hope you all have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever the time of day it is for you. I will next be live on probably Wednesday. And it will either be an early morning stream or a late evening stream, because I'm going round a family members for dinner about 4:30 I need to leave. So, and I don't know what time I'm getting back. So it will either be before that or after that, whatever happens. If I wake up late, then it'll be after. But we'll see. But yeah, next stream will be on Wednesday. I'm not entirely sure what we'll be doing yet. I haven't made up my mind, so I guess we'll see. We'll see on the day. But my mind right now is saying Utopia. Hop on and do a Utopia stream. But we'll see how I feel on the day, and that might change. But for now, I am gonna go bed. No, I'm not gonna go bed. No, I need to stop saying that. Right, I'm gonna go. So thank you for coming to stream. I hope to see you all on Wednesday for the next one. But until then, I'm going to love you and leave you all. I miss you already, and I will see you all later. Fair and friends.